You are listening to 89.3 FM, The Bone, also being heard on AM 1400, The Growler, and if you are watching us on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22, oh man, then we would like to welcome you to South Tucson Youth Football. Week 4 continuing on. It is Rivalry Week. It is a big doubleheader here on a Sunday afternoon. These kids woken up. They were hurried out of church. They were basically they had to dress individually into their uniforms in like the confessional and in the rectory, and you basically use the church as their place of change, basically as their locker room. It was it's still early over on the West Coast. It's 11 a.m. here. I have to remind myself that because I'm on the East Coast and I'm supposed to be broadcasting from the West Coast. But nonetheless, it is Rivalry Week. We got a big opening game, and this is it. It is the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet, 2-1 to start the season, entering conference play against one of the few undefeateds left. We are down to 1, 2, 3, 4 undefeateds, I believe. Oh no, we did air the fact that Danish Lou's lost. Okay, so we're down to 3 undefeateds, and one of them is Pablo's Roadside Tacos, 3-0. They start their conference season on the road at the Binging Texan. Not gonna take too much time to waste here, but we got Blinky with us. How you doing, man?
Unlike some scholastic institutions that'll be completely corrupt, we're not going to make you sit and wait through 3 weeks of meaningless games. Get right to the good stuff.
It is Rivalry Week. Every week matters. It's Rivalry Week right now. Yeah, that's kind of how that works. So we've got let's go right to the rosters in this one. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like multitasking at the moment. First things first, let's go to the Binging Texan. We've seen them before on these streams, but let's get familiar with their 3 stars. Let's go right to left. Outside linebacker, that is Gladiator Gemini. And then we have on the line, we got Bruce Make Sugar.
Bruce Make Sugar, and they'll need plenty of insurance to stop this man on the line.
Morty. Bruce Make Sugar. Was just cleared recently, had an injury, but the team doctor, Medication Morty, was the one who cleared him. And, of course, their star running back, Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues, and their chance of winning will be better if he could get some runs out there and make some big plays. I'm all coked up on Dr. Pepper.
You're not, wow, okay then.
You just I figured out a way to take Dr. Pepper, like all the ingredients of it, and condense it down into a powder and then snort that shit.
You were snorting Dr. Pepper?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay then. Outstanding. Well, okay. Well, let's get right over to the other side of the football. It is our 3-0 undefeated team, Pablo's Roadside Tacos, having a huge start to the season, especially considering they did not have a great spring season. They were kind of just middling around. I think, if I recall, they only got 3 wins, maybe 4. I can't remember offhand. I can look it up in a second. In the spring season, so this is already they are pretty much matching their end of the season success here in week 4, and that's impressive. And it's a lot to do with outside linebacker Collateral Damage, and of course quarterback Gary, Indiana. And I'm looking it up right now. Yes, they finished the season 4-6 on the year. Only one of those wins out of 4 was in non-conference play, so they are very close to matching last year's record at the very least. They're certainly on pace to beat it. And of course, their not pictured, he missed picture day, was wide receiver Jabroni Robbins, and he's also been an integral part of this. So Blinky, who do you got in this one? Who do you like in this one?
Well, it's been a bad run for undefeated teams this week as Rivalry Week's kicked off.
Does that continue?
Absolutely not. I've got great faith in Pablo's Roadside Tacos. Give me them to win this big match.
Going on the road, it's going on the road. They had to make that long trip to South Tucson, and it's going to be. I think you think they're amped.
I absolutely think so.
Anyone in the what do folks in the chat think? Let me see. We get some answers here. gonna type it in the chat so they got it right now. I want some analysis here while we get Lee Corso going. Oh, we've got a trophy. Shoot, I'm sorry. They are playing for it is rivalry week, of course, so they're playing for a very important trophy, and it's great because you know, this is a rare one. So it is, of course, in the Gluttony League. They are playing for a lifetime membership to the Daughters of the Pepsi Revolution.
Hold on. What?
The Daughters of the Pepsi Revolution.
Oh, wow.
That's
huge.
Yeah, I mean, they don't just let anybody in. So it's a lifetime membership to the Daughters of the Pepsi Revolution, which is a great organization. You know, it's an important thing. They're going to hold that membership up. It's a giant membership card. It's like a novelty check when they're giant. It's like they made a membership card and they just blew it up. So that's actually sitting on the sidelines. Unfortunately, sometimes in past games, it's actually been confused as those giant placards they hold up with like the 4 boxes and the play calls on it. Which, by the way, I don't know why people haven't photoshopped that to make it funny things more often. That's like the easiest thing to joke about.
I think just on a shoot, everybody would have just spammed it with like freaking crying Jordan memes and Harambe posts.
Yeah, it's probably
true. Get that. Yeah, you would get that for 2 months straight.
It's for the best, I think. Well, anyway, okay, looking at who we got here. We got someone's got Binging Texan. Brad is 3 picks, says Binging Texan. OTT Hodge thinks Pablo's, but it's gonna be way closer than the experts think. Experts got Pablo's by just a slim margin. I mean, they're on the road, so like they're the favorites, but they're only giving up like about, I think, 4 points on this one. If I was checking the papers that I just made up in my head. Binging Texan is a good dog pick. They're getting 4. They're getting 4 at home. Pablo says Rippy. Binging Texan says Caleb. Let's find out what Lee Corso says. Lee Corso is coming out. He is Lord. He's got like one of those he's got like one of those Home Depot buckets, and it looks like it's just full of nacho cheese.
It looks like it. Man.
He's reaching into it. He's bobbing for, oh God, what is he? Oh my God, he is bobbing for something in the nacho cheese.
Now, that's hot nacho cheese, by the way.
He is scalding himself.
His first-degree burns by just jamming his face down in there.
He is having at it. They're like his hands are flailing as if he's suffocating like it's quicksand. I mean, that is some thick nacho cheese there. But nonetheless, he's come up with something. Oh, my goodness. He's come up with a can of Pepsi. Well, I guess that's signifying the prize, and I guess it's saying that it's going to be, I guess he's saying they're going to retain it, so I'm going to have to go and see who won this last year and find out. He's saying basically whoever's held it last year is going to retain it. That's what I'm determining here. I have no freaking clue what this guy is telling me.
Now, this is the real kind of nacho cheese. It's not that store brand Velveeta bullshit.
Yeah, he's saying Pablo's are going to take it, because Pablo's, oh, sorry, no, he's going to say the Binging Texan, because Binging Texan took this game last year on the road 24-20, so he's picking the Binging Texan.
That's
a very elaborate way to just pick the Binging Texan. Let's go down to the Muni.
As he is wont to do.
Let's go down to the Muni. You are looking live at Municipal Field number 87 in downtown South Tucson, Arizona for the first half of our double header here today. It's a beautiful morning in South Tucson. It is the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet, 2-1. They're the home team in their red jerseys with black numbering and blue pants. They're going to receive from Pablo's Roadside Tacos, 3-0. White jerseys, beige taco shell kind of colored helmets, and red pants. And that is Ryan Gillett returning it, moving left to right on your radio dial here on 89.3 the FM The Bone. Also heard on AM 1400 The Growler.
The Growler.
And of course, if you're watching this on TV, it's on local access, channel number 22. Oh man.
Oh man.
And we thank you for joining us here for South Tucson Youth Football on a Sunday. You know, there's a lot of parents who are angry they can't watch professionals do it. They gotta watch their quote damn kids. And Mo Better Blues. Well, the Better Blues family is going to be pretty happy with that 13-yard rush to get things started for the Binging Texan.
Now, have we specified yet whether those the beige of the taco shell colors on the Pablo's Roadside Tacos is that corn or flour tortillas?
I'm gonna assume corn because they're hard shelled. Now, whether or not they're actually made out of the taco shells, I don't know. If these children are playing with football helmets made out of taco shells, we have some problems. Well, we don't have some problems, but they sure will. And looks like the quarterback's gonna hang on to that one. Gets a first down. John Curtis, huge rush from scrimmage.
That was good because he just completely threw an air ball to an open receiver on his right side on the previous play, and it just did not work. But here he just decides to hold on the ball and get the yards himself to get the first down. And that's
Better Blues. Oh wow, they didn't even give him the first down. I am mistaken. Better Blues loses some yardage. It's 4th and 2, but it looks like they're going to go for it. Wow, that's a bad spot. I would have challenged that spot here on the opening drive, but again, you know, we're not the coach. We're just the ones that yell at it. Curtis going to hang on to wide open to Better Blues. Oh, sorry, Johnny Rivers. Excuse me, Johnny Rivers, not to be confused with the 80-year-old musician.
I thought he was the host of the Tonight Show.
Johnny Rivers?
Yeah.
By the way, Johnny Rivers is 74, and he is an Italian-American rock and roll singer, as they all were at the time. And that's a huge sack by Marks.
Wait, hang on. They were all Italian-American?
I mean, so many of the white ones were, let's be honest.
True, I mean, wasn't like 50% of the white rock and roll landscape Frankie Valli and his Four Seasons?
Yes. Were they his Four Seasons, or was it just and the Four Seasons, I always thought?
I would assume they were his. They weren't anybody else's.
No, but I feel like that takes a lot of balls to use the possessive, because there are some who have done it, but not all of them.
Paul Revere had his Minutemen.
No, I thought it was his Raiders.
Oh,
Paul Revere and the Raiders, and I don't think it was his.
Who had and his Minutemen?
The real Paul Revere? Washington? I don't know.
Definitely him.
Oh, he's gonna air it out. Caught! Downfield, inside the 10. Oh no, it was blocked out. It was knocked out of bounds. Oh my gosh, it's incomplete. And the punt unit's gonna come out.
Oh, that's just a heartbreaker, man.
Oh, I swore he pulled it in, and I guess the hit that kid took, that kid could not withstand that hard hit from another child, and he lost that football, and it was an incomplete pass. The punt is gonna bury Pablo's at their own 19. It didn't bury him as far as I thought.
Already, some of the binging Texan fans are taking sips of their spiked barbecue sauce that they snuck into the game, laced with moonshine and vodka.
Yep, and pretty soon it's going to be an offering. Oh, nice pitch play and a flag. It's going to be down for about 5-yard gain, but it's a face mask and. Now, here's the thing. That powdered Dr. Pepper you got, can you add water to it and make regular Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Ooh. Shoot, I ain't tried it.
I mean, you can, but why?
Yeah, true.
There's so many other liquids you could combine to make that.
Yeah, right?
You could try Surge.
Gravy.
And Gary, Indiana, sacked for a loss of 4 by Bruce Make Sugar.
This kid is all hopped up on his bozo soup and stars.
Soup and stars, Jesus Christ. Bruce, did you eat your soup and stars? And Gary, Indiana, gonna chuck that one, gets a first down. Harvey Mackey, 15 yards, moving. H-Town Hustler, sipping apple cider vinegar. Nice. Forgot to ask everybody what you're drinking.
I'm just drinking the regular Dr. Pepper that I drink when I snort my powder Dr. Pepper.
Okay. It's been spiked with powder Dr. Pepper. It's like double Dr. Dude's got 2 medical degrees.
Larry Culpepper is a genius. That's all I'll say.
Quentin Kane, 4-yard rush up the middle, 2nd and 6. I've got carbonated bile.
Ooh.
In a cup. And I just got a look from my girlfriend from the other room, and she just glared at me, and I think she's gonna think about packing her things up.
Now, where's the source of this bile? Is it bottled inside the gallbladder?
I think I got it from 3rd Street Secondhand Medical Supplies. Not sure why they're selling bile. I'm not sure why they're carbonating it, but they are.
How do you carbonate the bottle? I mean, I've drank a carbonated.
With a soda stream.
It's a soda stream.
Well,
you can add bile. You can add phlegm, smegma.
all of the humors. All of the humors taste better as they're carbonated.
Well, okay, hang on. The process of carbonation is applying high pressure to carbon dioxide.
Will, are you gonna make this not fun?
No, I'm gonna make this fun.
Okay, good.
If it is physically possible to carbonate something within your own body based on the carbon dioxide supply that goes out of the lungs and through your mouth when you breathe or nose.
And
you breathe in oxygen and you expel carbon dioxide.
That's fair.
So maybe on the way out you could carbonate your.
You just gotta breathe really hard. And Gary, Indiana wasted too much time. Oh my God. That position those two players are in when that sack was made on Gary, Indiana was just he was making him. He was telling him he owned him, in the biblical way, which is the only way in South Tucson since these kids just came from church, came from Eaton. And the punt is up, and it's returned at the 15 by Ryan Gillett, 9 yards up the middle. Oh, a blended Christmas tree sprinkled with some nice WWE TLC tickets blended up as well. Nice. But, yeah, that's also why we're doing this right now, so everyone can watch TLC tonight. I'm having some friends over for it, so this is like the short little moment I have where I'm not cooking and stuff like that. Mo Better Blues, 4-yard rush off the left side.
Most of these kids went into Metro Tucson just to go eat the Golden Corral, so they were well fed.
Yeah, that's gonna bring up a point of contention for the binging Texan. Why are they going to another buffet? Oh, almost picked off by collateral damage. He just opts to block it down with his face.
These are foodstuff.
That is true.
And whatever you're binging on at the binging.
These are the Gluttony League teams. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, they did kind of get ripped off when at the binging Texan you could just shovel all the food into one burlap sack and get as much as you want.
And binge sauce. Well, it's the binge sauce is mandatory. Like, you bring it to the checkout, they pour a pitcher of binge sauce in there, and they rustle up the burlap sack, and they give you a spork. And you sit on the ground.
If you tip the waiter enough, they'll probably pour it right onto your face in a sensual manner.
I don't know. I don't think they sit on the ground because that's some of that like Asian like feng shui bullshit.
No, we just don't have tables around here. They have a couple tables, but no chairs. You can like stand at a table or like.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to sit.
You can crouch at a table. Like you can crouch at the table, so it's at like the proper level for you to just kind of like shovel, like scrape.
Yeah, they put a chamber pot underneath you so you can shit while you eat.
Ew.
That's being trialed at the flagship location.
The Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet, I think, has become my favorite, like, headcanon business of South Tucson.
Like, they even have a strap so you can attach it to your ass.
Ew.
No.
I just like the idea of there's no chairs, so you have to crouch down at the table. And you can just open up your burlap sack and spill it on to the table, and then scrape it off the table into your face.
What am I even saying? It's obviously a colostomy bag.
Yeah, you get a. Well, I mean, you have to be a member. You have to be like one of those. Like a frequent binger.
You get the
a frequent binger member.
You get the
nice pitch play by Gary, Indiana.
Closet.
Oh my God, Jonathan Marcus getting the 8-yard rush off the pitch play. Excellent option by Pablo's. Which let's take a look at their they're running the option run, so that was a good example of that right there. Binging Texan are rocking Alabama's offense. So Alabama in 2013, what would that mean? Oh, nice pass to Robert Hester, 13-yard catch.
That would mean being on the receiving end of a kick six. Roll Tide.
Oh dang, War Damn Eagle. Nice pitch play to the halfback. Brought down in the back, it's Quentin Kane. He's brought down for a loss of 2 by Isaac Luke, that young kid. Gonna be happy with that. Play wide open, no coverage, just waltzed right in, took down the child, drove him straight into the ground, and probably made him. The binging Texan have Bama's playbook correct. Oh, ops for the. He did not have the pitch play. Gary, Indiana rushes at 15 yards and 1st and goal on the 3. Yeah, so binging Texan have Bama, and Pablo's have the option run as their playbook, as their offensive playbook. The defensive playbooks are just all generic, like we just pick a couple of them, but like they have, yeah. They're repping the offense of country music legends, Alabama. Well, if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band, but if you're going to play in South Tucson, you also have to have a fiddle player on your team. But make him the punter, because it doesn't matter. And a loss of 2 puts them on the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Pablo's looking to be the first team to score in this game. No score after 1. Pitch play. Can he make it to the... No, down to the 4. Robert Hester, no gain. They might give him a spot on the 4, though.
Binging Texans really holding stout in this goal line stand.
Yeah, strong stand here. This is absolutely true. And you can hear that the binging section, the hardcore fans of the binging Texan, the binging section are making some noise, and that's a big 4-yard loss. Tracy McCarty getting some congratulations by his teammates on that one. It's 4th and goal. The field goal unit's going to kick this one. It looks like we're going to have about a 25-yard field goal attempt. Should be an easy one to make, but again, you don't know.
I mean, we've seen these kids punt.
It's up and good. It's up and good. It's 3-0 Pablo's, but that's got to be seen as a bit of a win for the binging Texan. They absolutely held Pablo's on that goal line stance, forced the 3. Now let's see if they can answer. Taking the kickoff at the 20. As I love the fact that someone pointed out that the scoreboard says Pablo's binging. Yes, see, I love what occasionally the scoreboard says a sentence, and this time it does.
That red zone defense just smothering in binge sauce.
The binging faithful. Yes, I love it. And there's a nice catch up the middle. Morris Gates, and the time. 1st and 10 for binging Texan.
Binging Texan, they're rolling.
All the parents call that kid Morris Gates in the time, and none of the kids understand the joke. And a nice catch up the middle. That's Eddie Dobzinski. Dobzinski! He's a big boy wide receiver. And he gets 8 yards up the middle. The punter playing fiddle whilst punting. It has to be whilst punting, not while.
Whilst
punting. Whilst punting is another player, a former player of the binging Texan.
I think he was inducted in the Ring of Honor a couple years ago.
Yes, the Onion Ring of Honor. It's binging Texan. And Morris Gates in the time, 20-yard catch and a 1st down for binging Texan. Great slant route, just leaves the defender in the distance, and the defender just fires his body at Morris Gates like a fucking bullet and just bounces off him. I don't know if anyone said it. Watch the replay when it happens.
Oh my goodness!
That child just
leading with his head. That is smart tackling right there.
That child just tried to lead with his head and bounced off of Morris Gates like he was made of rubber, and he was not glue. Nice catch. Oh, brought down, but oh, flag. Yeah, absolutely. Grab at the face mask. That's how you tackle in Tucson, apparently. Everyone take a drink. Andrew Sparks with the penalty. Plessy v. Ferguson. Yeah, very good quarterback. Oh, God, who did he play for? That was back in the 80s, though. I mean, they still talk about Plessy v. Ferguson in South Tucson all the time.
One of the all-time greats of this league.
Played for Wandering Lush. Great Wandering Lush quarterback. I mean, really, the years that Wandering Lush were good in South Tucson, it was all because of Plessy v. Ferguson. Mo Better Blues up the middle, 8 yards, and 2nd and 2 in the red zone. I like that people in the chat are reacting when they're drinking as if they're drinking the thing they've got.
Well, here's a callback. Do you know who Roe v. Wade's brother is?
Dwayne?
Wade. And you know who Roe v. Wade's other brother is?
Who's his other brother? Wade. Oh, God, that's a great... Okay, so I'll explain that to anyone who doesn't know that joke. I don't think we ever really explained that joke. I don't think we ever really did that joke much on stream.
I can explain it in like 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
Everybody in Canada is named Wade.
We were gonna do. The joke is that everyone in Canada is named Wade, and it's partially because I think is it the Strange Brew guys? By the way, touchdown for the binging Texan Omar Kazi, the backup running back, punches it in.
Some sauce on that. Let's see this again.
Roll that beautiful binge footage. An extra point is up, and it is good. 7-3. Binging Texan over Pablo's. And apparently those binging fans with the WIN are their two friends who had the G and the S are in the bathroom.
Yeah, they had a few too many of the wings, and
oh yeah, that's what happened.
They're going to do a colon. Especially get the spicy barbecue sauce.
Oh god. But yeah,
I just hope we have enough toilet paper.
I think at one point I wanted to do some sort of Canadian thing. Like I wanted to get a curling game and see if I could do like a Canadian curling league. And then the joke in the curling league was that every team was gonna be just like a city and mascot, but we're gonna add the word ice to the front of every team. So using NFL teams as an example, it'd be like the Chicago Ice Bears, the Detroit Ice Lions. It'd be like the team. If you could remove the word ice, the team name would still make sense. So like the Saskatoon Ice Kings, the Manitoba Ice Bears,
the Ottawa Ice Red Blacks.
Yes, exactly. Like the idea is if you took away the word ice, it would still make sense as a team, but every team would have the word ice in it, and every commentator's name would have been Wade. Hey there, Wade. And Gary, Indiana, up the middle, 8 yards. They're already across the 50, and Pablo's with 1:31 left in the half are trying to they're trying to get an answer from their offense. The Blue Ice Barracudas, yes.
Here in Canada, we're the world weed sports leader.
The world weed sports leader. Oh my God, the Wade world of sports. That's the best. Oh hey, this is Wade, and it's the Wade world of sports. I'm hopefully not gonna get sued, eh? And fucking the worst. It was just us doing shitty Canadian accents, and everyone's name was Wade. And if I ever get a curling game, I'll do it. If I ever get the Aussie Rules football game, you better fucking believe I'm gonna do something with that. And Pablo's looking for throw it. Oh, nice defense. Chris Patterson deflecting it right out of the hands of the receiver.
I don't understand anything. I would just say in the last minute, fake French.
I really want an Aussie Rules game that I can play. I don't know if it's available on Steam. The thing is, I have an Xbox 360, and the region lock is the problem. And that punt, I think, did not even clear the first down marker. That's amazing.
The other big problem is that we didn't sign the Declaration of Independence and dump all the tea in the harbor just so we could kiss ass the Australians again.
Oh, I can't tell you where to begin with what's wrong with that. So I'm just not gonna. And binging Texan after that piss poor punt are gonna start things off on their own 45. A lot of time. Curtis throwing it away, almost picked off. He was harried. It was going to be a bad sack for a loss of a lot of yards. But John Curtis just chucks it downfield. Probably could have just chucked it out of bounds. He was out of the pocket. Wouldn't have dealt with an intentional grounding play. Nonetheless, drops back again, running up the middle. Binging Texans slide for a gain of 3. 3rd and 7 for the binging Texan. 49 seconds to go. I mean, at this point, you got to do some better clock management here. I mean, oh, sacked, and the ball's loose.
Whoa! They put the ball on the ground.
I believe the binging Texan have recovered it, and it's 4th and 15. They just fell right on that one. It was just a mass of children that just all piled together, and that punt is going to dribble to the 48-yard line, and Pablo's with 34 seconds due to bad clock management from the binging Texan. At that point, you should have just let it roll out so you can kind of run it out and not have to punt. And now they got 34 seconds for Pablo's to possibly take the lead. And a nice catch, breaks free, dives for the first round. Jabroni Robbins, 11 yards from Gary, Indiana.
It's bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Pablo's have used 2 of their timeouts. The clock continues to run 25 seconds. They're on the 40-yard line, chucking it short pass. That's the running back. Brought down right before the first down marker. It's 9-yard catch by Quentin Kane. his second reception for the running back. 2 catches for 18 yards. Gary Indiana chucking it. Nice pass to Jabroni Robbins, 2 yards, enough for the first down. That'll stop the clock. 9 seconds to go. They still have another timeout. I don't know what they're doing here. The clock continues to run. 7 seconds.
Folks,
Pablo's.
This is a game of terrible clock management.
And Harvey Mackey catches it, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 2 seconds, gets a first down. Here comes the field goal unit. We're looking at about a 33-yard field goal.
Oh,
this is
boy.
just about at the top end of their range. The kick is up. It is no good.
Oh.
You know, you
Should've
got to
gone
wonder,
deep.
is that going to come back to haunt Pablo's? It just hit wide right.
You mean Wade right?
Weed right. And at the end of the first half, it is 7-3 binging Texan.
Y'all need to drop these stupid Italian accents.
And at this point, it is time to thank our good friends at Nissan. Be sure to test drive the all-new 2017 Laugh Finder. It comfortably seats 8. It uncomfortably does Canadian accents until a Canadian friend starts questioning them. Also, South Tucson youth football would not be possible if it weren't for some of the wonderful local sponsors in South Tucson. There we go. Some of whom sponsor some of these teams. Lovely local sponsors like Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items. Do you like peanut brittle? Do you like giving your friends peanut brittle and having large snakes jump out of the can? Who trusts a random can of peanut brittle anymore these days anyway? How does no one see it and think, peanut brittle, oh boy, a tasty snack. I'm sure that nothing rubbery and spring-loaded is going to jump out at me. Well, at Cramblers House of Gags and Actual Items, they bring the doubt back to peanut brittle. You are going to buy a can of peanut brittle, and sometimes it might have peanut brittle in there. You want fake dog do? You might get real stuff. You want disappearing ink? That ink may not come out, and it might stain your friend's wedding dress. And all you wanted was a little gag. But you know what? At Cramblers, we want you to be aware. Stay woke, America. Stay woke at Cramblers. I just took a weird turn at the end. What was the thing? Is it the Pablo? Good. I'm glad that's what you linked. The Paul F. Tompkins thing.
Well, because you just pretty much said it word for word.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Well, honestly, because Crambler, the gimmick behind Cramblers, is totally a Seth gimmick. Not the name. I came up with the name because I love the name Cramblers. I thought it was funny. But the idea of there being a house of gags and actual items, and it's like they sell fake dog do next to real dog do. Not acknowledging why in the world would someone want to sell real dog do at a store, but whatever. So that's one of his gimmicks, and he always refers to the peanut brittle thing as well. Paul F. Tompkins, not to be confused with Pablo F. Tompkins, who plays in the LOA. Anyway, Pablo's starting things off, and a big tackle for a loss by Bruce Make Sugar. Tackles Quentin Kane in the backfield for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. They are on their own 40, and Pablo's having some trouble getting things rolling here. They had a good drive to end the half. Is that mental mistake? Gary Indiana sacked for a loss of 2. They just don't seem to be coming out of the gate in this second half.
I tell you what, Bruce Make Sugar is having an absolute sand ripper of a game right now.
He really is.
Oh.
A sand ripper? Is that what you were hearing about?
Yeah, because I'm just imagining. For some reason, when I hear sand ripper, I'm just imagining butts.
Oh, okay, that's fair. And dumps
like
that out. Oh, nice run. And a first down run by Quentin Kane, 16 yards. Gary Indiana drops back, dumps it off to his halfback. They sent the blitz. It opened up the middle of the field. Quentin Kane saw that outlet on the left side of the field and just took off, and he got the first down and got out of bounds. And it looks like Jabroni. Oh, no. That's not good. I don't know when he got injured, but Jabroni Robbins, one of the star wide receivers for Pablo's Roadside Tacos, is out for the game.
Oh,
goodness. Giant Y. What the hell is with that giant Y? That's weird. Gary Indiana, 19-yard rush and a first down. Oh, good. We got the New Year's 6 matchups. Excellent. I was wondering about those.
You know, it's really interesting that Western Michigan is in Wisconsin's a matchup, because if you really think about it, if you're really, really Western in Michigan, You're essentially Wisconsin.
I don't. I'm sad that that's the matchup. I think Auburn Oklahoma is going to be a blast.
Row.
Oh, is that the Western Michigan thing?
Yeah. Row in the boat.
Oh my God, I love it. Gladiator Gemini with the tackle, but Pablos are moving downfield. They're inside the red zone, and it is 2nd and 1. So Michigan, Florida State, okay. And it's brought down for a first down. Hester up the middle, but there is
face mask, defense.
Well, the denim pants on Binging Texan. I definitely designed their uniform to look like the dude in the logo, the red shirt and the blue pants, and the jeans rather. That was absolutely by design to make the Binging Texan look like the dude from their logo, their uniforms.
By the way,
and, Gary, Indiana, juking and jiving for a big boy QB, rushes it right in up the left side. Touchdown Pablos. They take the lead for the very first time in this game.
Moving like the Jackson 5, Gary, Indiana. Watch this. He comes out of the shotgun right here. He snapped the ball, but he just decided to keep it himself. Just danced around the defenders. It's easy. It's ABC 1, 2, 3. Pablo's Roadside Tacos are back in this one. I don't know any other Gary, Indiana natives.
I'm gonna go ahead and make the mention that I said that's the first lead of the game. Regarding that take, I want you back because that's not true. They actually took the lead 3-0. Mo Better Blues returning that one for 23 yards. God, Michigan, Florida State, it might be fun. Western Michigan, Wisconsin's gonna be a fun shootout. Oh, I'm sad because that means Wisconsin's just gonna hammer the shit out of them, aren't they? That's gonna be like why do we have a group of 5 team again when like they just set those teams up to just get hammered. I know they do. And Curtis goes right into a defender, 7 yards. That's collateral damage that he just ran right into. USC, Penn State. Screw those teams. Auburn, Oklahoma should be a friggin' blast. And wait, now do they not have? Okay, yeah, those are the 4 that aren't the 2 playoffs. I am proud of myself for picking that correctly. The only thing I picked wrong was I picked Washington over Ohio State, and that was more because that's what I wanted. Because I wanted Ohio State versus Alabama in the semis. I didn't want to see Washington have to lose to Alabama because they're gonna, and people are gonna be like, "Oh well, Washington had no business being." Yeah, they did. Shut up. Ayo Goings, 25-yard catch. That's his first grab of the game. Ayo was one of the integral parts of that offense at Binging Texan last season, and a huge reception and a first down inside the red zone for the Binging Texans. The only time they've been here earlier in this game, they scored a touchdown. Let's see what they can do this time. Handing off to Mo Better Blues, still on his feet. Oh, rushing for that first down marker, brought down short. 8 yards, though. A big gain for the Binging Texan. It's 2nd and 2 on the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, this is a good one. If you're sad that you missed out on those pros playing this afternoon, don't even bother. Don't even bother to get up.
Yeah, watch these kids. The stakes are so much higher when they're younger and possibly concussing. And of course, the second half of our doubleheader later on will be what was it that I decided on? It will be Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare taking on You Need a Clown, and that's a touchdown for the Binging Texan. John Curtis to Johnny Rivers.
Slow roasted over an open pit.
And oh, nice finish of your tackle. Just take the kid down in the end zone well after it.
Finish your tackle just like you finished your damn plate.
Absolutely.
And of course, Jabroni Robbins being tended to by Choice medical staff here of South Tucson youth football doctors, including Dr. Choice, Dr. Bold, Dr. Perfect, Dr. Bob, Dr. Wow, Real Doctor, Dr. Thunder, Dr. Wright, Dr. K, Dr. Shaws, Dr. A+, Dr. Stripe, Dr. Chill, Dr. Skipper, The Doctor, Dr. Tremor, Dr. Snap, Dr. Perker, Dr. Shasta, Dr. Becker, Dr. Spice, Dr. Fine Soda, Dr. Zevia, Dr. Dynamite, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
There's really more doctors than are actually useful. They're really just getting in each other's way. So that kid, Too bad for him. I forgot Houston was the Group of 5 team. I just assumed that they're like a Big 12 team, and they're not, and they should be. But whatever. Stupid Texas.
The Big 10, the Big 12 had a chance to add them, and then added. No, we're good.
Yeah, then Texas was like, we're not doing this.
Nobody's allowed to threaten Texas's.
Oh, do you mean Texas?
Texas.
They're in all caps. I stylize the word Texas in all caps when I'm talking about the team. Gary, Indiana, up the middle, 15 yards. No stopping this kid.
It's just like a UMass thing.
Yeah, with the 3 exclamation points, which is the dumbest thing, but it's great. I absolutely stylize Texas in all caps whenever I talk about it. And Pablo's looking to answer immediately. 50 seconds. That's 5-0 left in the third quarter. Fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Indiana up the middle, 13-yard gain. He had Hester on his right side. Oh God, what is this? Oh God, what am I clicking?
It's our medical team.
Oh, beautiful. That's our nice medical staff team photo. I like it. No, because the fans won't realize that's the European spelling of it. They'll just no, they're referring to the gates outside of the stadium. Defense. They just think that they don't know how to spell. Or none of them know they know how to spell. South Tucson's full of a bunch of dopes. And 2nd and 6, Gary, Indiana out of the shotgun. Ball is just outside the red zone.
They're good, honest, hard-working, blue-collar dopes.
Yep, they're honest Americans. There have been so many human interest stories in the last year written about people from South Tucson. The normal salt-of-the-earth people who don't like colored peoples. And love just America. When you get your sack of food at the Binging Texan, do you have to attempt to eat any bones that are contained within the food in that sack? The bones are the... You know what? It's been answered right. The bones are the best part.
Love the crunch.
You know what? If you... Not only that, you're given a sticker that just says, I ate the bones. And you have to wear that sticker like a scarlet letter.
I ate the bones?
And that's the thing. They put 3 exclamation points at the end of it so they don't get sued by KFC. Gary, Indiana starting things off on the 30. Chucking it downfield inside the 5. It's Franklin Mason, 20-yard catch.
What?
Oh, did I get my math wrong?
No, who's Franklin Mason?
Receiver for...
Is that a name you came up with?
No.
Sounds like a college.
I was going to say, it sounds like a college. It sounds like an investment firm. Well, he's investing in catches. They're on the 5, and Pablo's looking to take the lead once more. The bone bag.
Personal foul. Face mask.
And there's a face mask. Everyone drink. The bone bag used to just be like to take home for your dog, but people loved it so much they just offered it on the menu. How very meta of the score box. Pablo's the Binging Texan. The Binging Texan's name is Pablo? That's meta as shit. Handoff doesn't cut in early enough, and Quentin Kane is brought down short of the goal line. Gets a yard on it, but it's 2nd and goal for Pablo's Roadside Tacos.
Of course, Pablo's binging on all the food that our taxpayer money goes to.
Oh, boy. Takes the handoff, Gary, Indiana. Looks for the corner of the end zone, gets it. It's Robin Kirkpatrick. 2-yard catch. The tight end gets it, and Pablo's have retaken this lead with 4:08 to go in this football game. Look at that wobbly spiral. That wobbly as shit spiral from Gary, Indiana.
It just reminds you of the deterioration of the city that he was named after.
Oh, God. Extra point is good. Gary, Indiana getting some congratulations from his teammates. 17-14. Now the Binging Texans find themselves having to answer from behind again. That's a good start. Mo Better Blues, 16 yards up the middle. And there we see some of the highlights so far from all of our scoring plays today. Been a solid, a great game. Mo Better Blues up the middle, gets 4 out of it. Brought down by one of the linemen, I believe. And see if we got a name on there. Nope, that kid's not important apparently. Hope he feels good about that.
That's what he gets for making all C's back in school.
Yeah, right. Out of the shotgun, handing it off to Mo Better Blues again. He's brought down for no gain. It's 3rd and 6. First down marker is on the 50-yard line. This would be a huge stop for Pablo's if they can force him to go 3 and out. And then see if they can advance the lead. We're down to 3:26 left in this football game. John Curtis, off balance throw. It's out of bounds. It's 4th and 6. It's got to be the punt unit coming out. Yep. Clock continues to wind down. We're at 3:22. The punt is a good one. It's a booming punt inside the 20. And a great return by Riley Tate, 23 yards, taking it up to the 43-yard line where Pablo's will take over. And at this point, I don't know if there's probably too much time on the clock to really just take the air out of the football. I think you got to get another score just to kind of make sure this game is put away. A first down for Quentin Kane, 13 yards. Gets him over the 50 and down to the 45. Will be a good way of doing that. Clock continues to run. All 3 timeouts for both teams. Simeon Hurd with his 10th tackle, and he's been busy for the binging Texan. But they are finding themselves in desperate need to stop Pablo's from moving down and get another score. You almost have to say if they score, if they extend this lead to 10, then it's got to be game over. So binging Texan have to just hope that there's enough clock, and they, at the very worst, force a field goal out of Pablo's. They did it once early, but
they've really got to smother this team in that binge sauce.
They really do. And that's broken free. Cody Crosby, 18 yards up the middle, another first down.
And that's exactly what they didn't do.
Yeah, they had to make that stop, but they could not stop that big play. And they left it wide open. The ball is now on the 27-yard line, so it's still a little far for a field goal. But even if it's a turnover, even if they can force a turnover on downs or something of that nature, that's a long field to make your way down with clock that continues to just tick down and down. It's 2:12 now, and Pablo's are starting to just let that clock air out, let it just bleed down. Binging Texans still have yet to use any of their timeouts, so they're gonna have them, but they still need to make these stops. They need to stop Pablo's from getting in that end zone. A lot of time for Gary Indiana. He throws it. Was it caught? Yes, it was. Jonathan Marcus, 14 yards, out of bounds. 1:52 left. Ball is on the 13-yard line. And that's going to be, brought down Quentin Kane, 10 yards. Got a lot of help from his offensive line on that one. Simeon Hurd, another tackle. 1st and goal. Pablo's looking to really put an end to this game and continue their undefeated streak. But Gary Indiana sacked in the backfield. 7-yard loss. Binging Texan used their 2nd timeout. They're going to really try to put a, they're going to really try to just force a, might have some brought down the backfield. Quentin Kane, look at this goal line stand. I mean, I guess the red zone stand at this point.
Now this is a time where they cannot become soft shells. They got to stay hard.
They do. That's a great line. I acknowledge that. And 4th and goal. Quentin Kane only gets 2 yards out of that one. So I don't know. Pablo's setting up for the field goal. Binging Texan are out of timeouts. Pablo's Roadside Tacos, if they are smart, are going to take this clock down to under a minute and give the Binging Texan everything to do. They're going to say, okay, you want to win this game, you got to score a touchdown in under a minute. We've seen it before, but Pablo's, this is not an ideal situation for them. They had the end zone ready to be ready for them for the taking, and unfortunately, they're going to have to settle for a field goal, which again is not a gimme either. It's up. It's missed.
Oh my goodness.
It's wide right.
It's Wade right.
They hooked it.
Goodness.
And the Binging Texan are going to take this over from the 20-yard line. 55 seconds. No timeouts. They just need a field goal to extend this game into overtime. And they're going to start with a big catch and a penalty. Oh, our Pablo's collapsing. Is this the collapse?
Defense.
It's a first down.
Oh, no,
The surrender cobras are already coming out.
Have we overloaded the hard shell taco, taken a bite, and watching it all crumble in front of us?
Drake.
At the 46-yard line, John Curtis, again, that also stops the clock is what it does. A lot of time for Curtis to throw. He's chucking it downfield. Wide open catch. Rufus Canary, 37-yard catch. The ball is now on the 18-yard line. And the binging Texan with 40 seconds to go. No timeouts. Curtis out of the shotgun. That's incomplete, looking for Mo Better Blues.
Where in the world were all the Pablo's defenders around Rufus? Might have just let him waltz right in the end zone while they were at it.
I think that was a great tackle by the safety, but it shouldn't have gotten to that point. And now we're getting to some real drama here. Collateral damage with a huge sack at an opportune time. 3rd and 14. Clock continues to run. John Curtis under center. A lot of time to step back there. It's a catch for a first down. Morris Gates and the time, 16 yards. It's on the 7-yard line. They are well within field goal reach, but can they win this in the dying seconds? Clock is down to 11. They spike it. They're not really going to just... Well, I guess they stop the clock. Are they really going to just... They got to take a shot at the end zone at least.
They're going to go for it.
They are going to go for it. It's 2nd and goal, but they needed to stop that clock. That's absolutely the correct play to do. 2nd and goal. You get a shot at the end zone, then you kick the field goal, take it into overtime. It's caught! It's caught! With 5 seconds to go! The binging Texan may have just put an end.
They loaded up the sack and they smothered it in binge sauce.
And they have poured that binge sauce all over a plate of tacos that at one point were pristine. 3-0 is now looking at 3-1. And I think I gotta do that thing. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes it gets caught up like there, the game. And the extra point is good. It's 21-17. High drama here at the Muni. The binging Texan with an amazing last second drive. 5 seconds left in this game. Pablo's return the kick. Kingsley Casey with a 24-yard return. There's 1 second on the clock. This is the final play of the game. Do Pablo's have it? Can Gary, Indiana, whip up a miracle whip from Gary, Indiana? Clock is at 0. Throws it far downfield. It's deflected by Chris Patterson. The game is over. And in the last 5 seconds, the binge sauce is on the field. Oh, Tim and Doe is great. The binge sauce is being thrown on the field. We need to stop the game. What a huge win. The binging Texan come from behind. We might be looking at one of the games of the season right there. I'm going to go ahead. That's a confirmed shoot right now. That was a great game. And the binging Texan improve to 3-1. Pablo's Roadside Tacos drop to the same 3-1. Oh, Colorado versus Oklahoma State in the Alamo Bowl. Holy, are they announcing these are these being announced right now?
Yeah,
What a great game that's going to be. That's going to be a fun game.
I'm basically just checking SB Nation's big grid of bowl games as they're being rolled out.
Nice. I had Wikipedia open. I just got to update because I'm sure some jackass is writing it and putting...
Grid.
Yeah, I'm sure someone is updating Wikipedia and saying that Oklahoma State is facing Anus Tech. Because that's my go-to thing about how Wikipedia can be edited to say anything. It's always someone putting the word anus in there. I think that comes from a College Humor video where they did Professor Wikipedia, and it's the class correcting him on all the facts that he's lecturing. It's actually a very funny video. You should find it. It may not be College Humor. I don't know. It's called Professor Wikipedia. It's pretty funny. What a great game that was. My God, how do we follow up with that? Look at the stats here. Johnny Rivers, 3 catches, 25 yards, but 2 touchdowns, the most important ones. Gary, Indiana, what a stat line for a losing effort. 14 for 21, 148 yards. 57 yards of rushing, 2 total touchdowns. My God. Klanga versus Miami, Ohio. I don't know what Klanga is.
Mississippi State.
Oh.
What?
Oh, that one got announced like early. I love bowl season. The bowl games are really fun. Like, they're incredibly meaningless, but it's great. The U versus West Virginia. Fucking hell, that's going to be fun. In Orlando. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. You're fucked, Mountaineers. You're fucked, Mountaineers.
You might as well be wearing baby blue.
Yep, if you're wearing baby blue, you're fucked.
Wow. Well, San Diego State versus Houston's going to be a really good game.
Wait, really? Were San Diego
Yes.
State, like, that good this year?
Well, it's going to be the Las Vegas Bowl on December 17th.
Jesus Christ.
It's a really good early bowl game.
That's
Right?
probably the best way to kick it off.
For real. Like,
San Diego State's like a 10-win team.
do you think San Diego State, do you think Jerry the Shark Tarkanian is going to come into Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Bowl?
God.
With an actual shark.
Jerry the Shark Tarkanian. Well, the second half of our doubleheader, I don't know how we top that first one, but my God, we gotta. With
Somehow.
Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare taking on You Need a Clown, the defending champions. Both teams are 2-1, entering conference play, and of course, it is for a rivalry trophy, as are all of them here in Rivalry Week. You Need a Clown and Hootenanny's are playing for the official uniform of Michael Jordan, the guy who works at Subway and tends to go a little heavy on the mayo.
Yes, the legendary sandwich artist Michael Jordan.
The official uniform of Michael Jordan, the guy who works at Subway and tends to go a little heavy on the mayo. I mean, you know,
Fuck that guy.
you know his affinity for you know, he's known in that Subway actually because they had an issue with the air conditioning and it was just not working and it was just an unpleasant experience for workers and customers alike. He went above and beyond, got it fixed, and that's why, you know, he has taken the nickname of his airness.
You know what he did to fix it?
What'd he do?
Went a little heavy on the mayo.
What's that?
A little heavy on the
A
mayo.
little heavy on the mayo.
Could you? Oh God.
That's why he's known as Michael Air Jordan. Butte versus Wyoming. My God, I don't think I want to see a game less than that one.
Oh Lord.
So that is going to be the game coming up here. Look at how that panned out last time, because I know obviously these are two teams out of the CSC, which was an 8-team conference last season. They've expanded it to 10, like every other conference now. Last season, Hootenannies finished 4-6, 2-5 in conference. You Need a Clown, of course, 4-3 in conference, 10-3 overall because they were the champions. The Popeyes Bahamas Bowl. That's an amazing name. Eastern Michigan versus Old Dominion. Good Lord. Does anyone?
What? That's a game?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Wait,
the
oh.
only bowl game that matters.
Wait, Old Dominion's a Division I team now?
I'd rather see Eastern Michigan face the country band Old Dominion.
Wait, what?
There's a country artist band that's called Old Dominion.
I can't believe also that Chelsea Football Club are constantly being powered on the offensive side by a guy who is an all-time Southern rock band from the late 70s and early 80s. Eden Hazard.
Oh my God.
Old
Eden
Dominion's
Hazard.
one of those universities that I did not know until today they were in Norfolk. I just knew they were somewhere in Virginia.
Well, Hootenannies get the home game here. They were the home team last season. They lost to You Need a Clown, who at the time were ranked number 10. Boy, is that kind of seeing them on the rise. That was in week 8. And they lost 31-21 on that one. Gentlemen, who you guys liking this one? Oh, shall we go through the players first? I'm going to go through the players, but I want the chat to let me know who they like in this one as well. First off, let's talk about Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare. There you see 2 of their 3-star players. One of them missed picture day. The kid who missed picture day for Hootenannies is their defensive back Matthias Krunk. But who you do see in the middle is their defensive tackle Whoopi Macon. And on the far left is their star wide receiver Ray Darius Oakland. Ray Darius Oakland. Look at the other side of this field is You Need a Clown. You're defending South Tucson Youth Football Champions. Not pictured, wide receiver fucking Lou Rawls. Not pictured, tight end Delford John Bovine. But pictured on the far left, star, middle linebacker, 38 Special Harrison.
Oh, we're gonna need to load up our song, Pun.
Oh yeah, who y'all got in this one?
Goodness gracious!
You need a clown.
You like the defending champs in this one on the road, or you think Hootenanny's got it?
Oh no, I think Hootenanny's is gonna get this one.
Ooh, that'd be quite the impressive result for them. I'm actually pulling up because now that we're starting to get some games, I got some info on like strength of schedule and RPI. So far, Hootenanny have had a really good schedule. They've got games against the Horse Pussy Saloon, Binging Texan, and the Marmalade Shack. And I gotta say, that little three-way kind of rivalry thing they got going in the non-conference games between Hootenannies, the Binging Texan, and the Horse Pussy Saloon. Those are three good teams this year. That's gonna be pretty awesome. OTT says you need a clown. Caleb says you need a clown. Great White Hope says the daycare. So we're pretty. Let's go over to Lee Corso on that one. Lee Corso is still eating from the bucket of nacho cheese. He's just like he's sitting there like Winnie the Pooh, just scooping it with his hand into his mouth. And I think he just turned over and just said, "I don't fucking care." So he doesn't care who wins. So let's go down to the Muni.
Or it's affectionately
He's
known.
so happy with his what's it affectionately known as?
The Muni.
The Muni. Yes, let's go down the Muni. You are looking live at Municipal Field number 184 in downtown South Tucson, Arizona for the second half of our doubleheader here on a beautiful Sunday, now afternoon. It is just afternoon, literally. It is You Need a Clown, the away team, the defending champions here in the South Tucson Youth Football League. Kicking off from left to right on your radio dial, they are in their away strip of white helmets, white jerseys, and yellow. And that's going to be a touchback. Yellow pants, by the way. Hootenannies starting off with the football in their home jerseys of purple jerseys and helmets, white pants, and that is Brenton Hayward, the running back, brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3 by Vinny Holden to start things off.
Just remember, if you accumulate too many touchbacks, you may have to knock on every door. What your status is?
Oh God. Out of the shotgun, Hootenanny starting things off inside their own 20. Nice catch by Terrence McTaggart. Lost his footing. Only gets a yard on that one. 3rd and 12 for Hootenannies. And You Need a Clown are pinning him back early. And, of course, you were listening to this game on 89.3 FM The Bone. Also, that is KYST. Also heard on AM.
Bowl sponsored by Bitcoin?
Sorry, there is a bowl. Is there? I think there is a bowl.
No, there was a bowl sponsored by Bitcoin, and then they dropped their sponsorship. That was the the Beef O'Brady's Bowl.
Now it's the St. Petersburg Bowl, right?
Yeah.
VT Lover, how about them Hokies? Do they have a bowl bid? I assume they do because they were in the championship game of the ACC, even though the ACC was kind of garbage this year. But whatever.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Clemson fan. What would you like to say?
We are the champions of the ACC, and we're in the college football playoff.
You are.
Excuse me.
The Boca Raton Bowl. What a terrible name. What a terrible location. And already they've punted. And You Need a Clown. Morris Romero. 18 yards down to the 5-yard line already. Florida, Iowa in the Outback Bowl. Oh, God. That game's
no
gonna be
rules,
terrible.
just punts.
That game's going to be a stinker. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Iowa just takes it to them. That'd be fun.
I mean, hell, they beat Michigan.
They did. It was a stinker as well, but they did. Morris Romero keeping that one. Takes it inside the 5, 6-yard gain.
Virginia Tech is in the Belk Bowl.
Yes! Another one of the...
The Belk Bowl.
Belk. Okay, I thought you said belt, as in, like, go grab my belt.
No, I really want to spank you. I really want to spank you. Go grab my belt.
Nice reference. And Lucas Wood off the pitch play. 5-yard run and a touchdown. You Need a Clown up on the board in the lead early here. And let's talk about that offense we just saw. You Need a Clown have Oregon's offense. So it's very fast. It's very versatile. And you saw it's hard to keep up with. And as we get going, Hootenannies are going to have the football for the second time. They've got Oklahoma's offense. So that is... Belk Bowl deserves New Year's Six status. It is, I think, better than the Beef O'Brady's Bowl, which is just a ridiculous name.
Do people know what Belk is?
I don't think I do.
Belk is
it some
like,
sort of weird chemical?
I have never seen
a department store.
Phrase it this way. I have never seen a Belk like clothing store outside of the context of a really shitty mall.
Wow.
So think like, does Dillard's ring a bell?
Yes.
Dillard's.
Belk is Dillard's. Imagine there was a Dillard's bowl.
A castor nut bowl.
That's gross.
I think the
Parisian
only
bowl.
what's the upscale one? Nordstrom. If there was a Nordstrom bowl, I think that'd be the only upgrade from the Belk bowl.
I don't think any college football... I don't think any, like, hardcore college football fans shop at Nordstrom's.
Well, I don't think any of them shop at Belk either.
They would?
I don't think any of them shop at Belk unless they're shopping for their mother.
The Motel 6 Cactus Bowl. I hope the trophy is an actual cactus from a Motel 6.
I hope it's Tom Bodett.
It's presented by Tom Bodett. Why is he not presenting the Motel 6 Bowl trophy every time?
Why is he not commentating it?
Calling the game?
Yeah.
He should be. Great rush there by Brenton Hayward.
Lamar Jackson takes it up the middle and scores. Wow.
Nice catch. Wide open catch by Juan Evans, 21 yards. And Hootenannies are trying to respond immediately. The Burlington Coat Factory Bowl. Oh my god.
In Burlington, Vermont. Oh.
Yes. I want more cold weather bowls. The Dillard's falling apart building.
There is the Pinstripe Bowl, which is going to feature Pitt versus somebody.
I don't feel like scrolling up to see who it was. Someone just posted that. Yeah. Quarterback's going to hang on to that. Hutchinson brought down, only gets 2 yards on that one.
Oh god. Pinstripe Bowl, Pitt versus Northwestern. Oh.
Georgia Tech versus Kentucky in the Tax Slayer Bowl. Man, people are really going after that band.
It's another chance for Roman Reigns alumni to look strong.
Fuck.
Is there a Pensacola Bowl, or am I just imagining that?
These are just terrible things. None of these should exist. I'm glad these are going to be games. Roddy Hutchinson, by the way, 13 yards out of bounds. First and goal for Hootenannies. They're looking to answer immediately.
Now, I'm looking for South Carolina to see if they're in the Birmingham Bowl or the Independence Bowl.
This suddenly makes like the South Tucson bowls that we have in our bowl movements not seem so credible. It makes them not seem so as crazy. Like, I'm gonna read through what we got. We don't have all of our sponsors lined up yet. We're still working through the paperwork. But of course, there is the Love It or Leave It Bowl, the HCL Punch Bowl. That sponsorship's locked down. Tucson Aid has got the Dehydration Bowl. We have the Mellencamp Bowl, the Never Ending Pasta Bowl, the Albert Fish Bowl presented by A Real Jerk Jamaican Chicken. They locked that one down. And, of course, the Participation Bowl, which is the 9th-ranked team versus the 10th-ranked team.
Oh, apparently South Carolina is in the Birmingham Bowl.
The Birmingham Bowl against USF.
Champs coming home.
Okay, so when your bowl is named after, like...
The place where it is.
It used to be the
like
Papa
it's named after the
John's.com Bowl.
What was it?
Not the Papa John's Bowl, the PapaJohns.com Bowl.
Fuck that, man.
Which I'm surprised that Louisville never played in it.
I like the Miami Beach Bowl because it's not even like good enough to be in like the Orange Bowl in Miami.
Hootenannies, by the way, only have to settle for a Hootenannies have to settle for a field goal on that one. That's a big stop by You Need a Clown, and fucking Lou Rawls is going to return that one for 18 yards.
Oh my God! I'm just thinking, when is the former Turner Field going to have a bowl game? I feel like it's going to come up soon.
Maybe. I mean, are they gonna still use it for anything?
I think the last thing I heard was that Georgia State was going to buy it, and then they just like renovate part of that and use the other bit of it for like redevelopment and shit. I don't know.
Jesus.
That's the former Atlanta Olympic Stadium. It's now going to be used by Georgia State.
At least somebody's gonna use it. Like, I mean, in fairness, they built the Memphis Pyramid, and now it's a Bass Pro Shops.
Oh, thank you to those who just followed us. I don't know if you're new to the channel or just kind of like, hey, we found this randomly because of the game. I love that people are just finding this channel because they're like, they follow the game. Because the game seems to have a lot of following because it's the last of the NCAA football series. We're just taking the game and just bastardizing it.
Oh
like,
my god.
We're doing nothing legitimate with this game.
Oh god, there's a land shark bowl.
Candygram.
Nobody was buying the fact there was a land shark bowl, were they?
No. If there was, I was gonna say it's hidden as a Candygram bowl.
And what time does it start? Yep, 5 o'clock.
Oh god.
2 in the morning. 2 in the morning and everybody's vomiting.
Jesus Christ.
That's how you really know it's the land shark bowl.
Some people blame that there's a bowl committee to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault.
Yeah, Penn State.
Yep. I am not upset about
You
Penn State
you
getting...
shouldn't have lost to Pitt.
Hey, the best teams lose to Pitt, my friend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm just saying, shouldn't have diddled those kids. Shouldn't have done it.
I think that was really the tiebreaker. Or maybe it was the fact they lost 2 games.
They did lose 2 games.
Lose 2 games, you're not in.
Yeah, not a single 2. Is there any 2 lost teams that made the playoffs?
No,
I was gonna say it's 3 12-1 teams and Alabama, yeah.
Alabama would have made them 2 losses.
Ohio State's 11-1 team because they didn't make their team.
Right, yeah.
But they only lost 1 game in the regular season. They lost 2.
Perpetual disappointment Tennessee playing perpetual disappointment Nebraska in the Music City Bowl.
Oh god.
Man, remember when App State took Tennessee to the limit? And we all thought that App State was like gonna make it as a Power 5 like dynasty.
Remember when Tennessee versus Nebraska on paper would have been an amazing game?
App State is playing Toledo in the Camellia Bowl.
Oh my goodness. Appalachian is hot, hot, hot. Except when they get shelled by Miami.
There's still a there's a Poinsettia Bowl still, which is BYU and Wyoming. We need more flower-based bowls. We need a Tulip Bowl. Why am I not thinking? Oh, well, there's the Rose Bowl, obviously. Dandelion Bowl. I'd go to the Dandelion Bowl.
The Sunflower Bowl.
Sunflower Bowl. Everybody gets the seeds. Everybody's chewing seeds.
By the way, you need a clown just rushed it in for a touchdown to take a 13-3 lead.
Is the cactus a flower? I feel like that's like a trivia question.
That really just depends on how much payout you've been doing the previous afternoon.
Like that. This kind of flower grows in the American Southwest and is the name of a bowl. And then people be like, huh? And it'd be cat. It's like, cat isn't a flower. Come on. This is the last time I go trivia night. Cat's a flower.
Oh my God, Arizona State. Rich Rodriguez coaches at Arizona State now.
No, Rich Rodriguez coaches at Arizona, who beat them in their rivalry game to keep Arizona State bowl ineligible.
Amazing.
To cap off a 3-9 season. It was their only conference win.
Arizona was 3-9?
Good for them. Good for them. You know what? Rich Rodriguez gets a bad rap just because he stunk at Michigan, and now it's stinking at Arizona. And he was good at West Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he stunk at everywhere that wasn't West Virginia.
And he went to the Fiesta Bowl with Arizona, which I completely forgot about.
And they lost, but that's mind-boggling, yeah.
Take Arizona to the Fiesta Bowl, which was essentially a home game for them.
Why are Wake Forest and Temple playing in anything?
How is Wake Forest
Temple's going to demolish them.
They got good.
Yeah, Temple's going to be Wake Forest for like 50 points.
Morris Romero hanging on to that one. Takes it over the 50, 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Wake Forest and Temple, I maybe want to see that in basketball, and even then I'm not so sure.
No,
it'd be the best 51-47 game I've ever seen.
God, no. You know, like I said before, I said last week, Wake Forest should be like downsized into like a
No,
FCS.
you were saying Purdue and Indiana should.
No, but then I thought about it more, and I realized Wake Forest sucks at both football and basketball.
They do now, don't they? They used to be all right at basketball.
But now
I'm not talking like way back in Tim Duncan days. I'm talking about kind of reading.
And it's because they're so fucking small and they're a private school. They really shouldn't be in an FBS conference to begin with. They should be just a really good FCS.
Hey, they're keeping their academics up.
Yeah, good for them.
Academics.
Most
These
boring
are scholar
shit
athletes.
ever.
Remember, scholar is the important word.
Hey, you got Maya Angelou to read poetry.
Sorry,
Who
student
gives a
athletes.
shit?
Student athletes. There's nothing scholarly about these kids.
I mean, hell, Vanderbilt beat Tennessee, so...
In academic bowl?
Oh, no, just like in a football game.
Gotcha. Little Timmy Brink, 13 yards, takes it inside the 5. 4, you need a clown. Yeah, Oklahoma State, Colorado is going to be so much fun. That Colorado, aside from the fact that a couple of them got suspended for doing shitty stuff, that Colorado team's fun this year. And up the middle, Willie Macon makes the tackle. What was that?
I just want to know who's going to the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, Michigan.
Which
The
used to be
what?
the Caesars
This is
Bowl.
the day after Christmas, too, so you missed Christmas and you're stuck in Michigan. I guess unless you're a Big Ten team. They're dragging an ACC team away, so that's gonna suck for them. Quick Lane Bowl.
Wait, the Buffalo Wild Wings is sponsoring the Citrus Bowl now?
Oh, really? I hope they have like
I don't
citrus
know.
wings because of it.
I've never really associated citrus with giving you explosive diarrhea, so that's kind of a weird pairing. It's a really strange, like, sponsorship pairing.
Hey, it's Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, poops.
It is very fitting considering the way Louisville ended the season, just kind of shitting themselves uncontrollably. Go Big Papa!
60 irritable bowels, all on big screen TVs.
It's like not only can they manipulate sports games to like force overtime and put sprinkles on the field, they can also manipulate your bowels to empty at any given moment.
That's a shoot. But when you say something with that level of conviction and that immediately it's happened to you, and Lord, has Buffalo Wild Wings happened to me, and I'm never going back.
Man, not the thing. Like I was gonna say that, and I'm like, I don't really hate Buffalo Wild Wings. It's not my first choice for anything, but it's incredibly serviceable.
You must have an iron bowel or a steel bowel. Because,
Yeah,
like,
Auburn and Alabama always play in my iron bowel.
yes, iron bowel. Because Buffalo Wild Wings, I've had it once.
Toilet paper roll down. Toilet
I
paper roll tide.
I think I had a burger, and I almost like passed out because I was trying to hold in a shit for so long while I was doing 90 on the highway just trying to get home. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna just shit my pants. And finally, I just made a mad dash in last split second.
I'm saying
Fuck
with
Buffalo
zero
Wild Wings.
sarcasm, I love this story.
It's that level of holding in shit where you can feel the blood escaping your face. Skin. You're pale, you're sweating.
Oh, that sweat!
Ooh, that's sweat.
And a huge touchdown for Hootenanny's Ray Darius Oakland. What a throw. Just sees the opening. There's nothing but him and daylight. There's nothing but daylight between him and the defender. Fucked up that call.
The best way I can put Buffalo Wild Wings, after you eat Buffalo Wild Wings, you'll give your bowel a round of applause for just like great, you're putting in overtime work. If you're gonna want to give it a raise.
Thanks for sticking in there, champ.
Yes. You took a look at it and you kept on ticking.
Just remember, don't let any facet of the story distract you from the fact that Notre Dame went 4-8 this year.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
I still wasn't sure that they weren't going to be the 3 seed. I still wasn't positive they weren't going to find their way in the playoffs. Aren't they still coached by Brian Kelly, at least for now?
Yep. You just ran backwards on the return.
Yes, he did.
Fucking Lou Ross trying to moonwalk his way backwards on me.
And that's the problem, because it's his name. The coach can say his name, and the kid won't think anything's a problem. He's like, fucking Lou Rawls. It's like, yeah, it's me, coach. Oh, had his open man, but dropped the ball. Morris Romero thrown it incomplete. I think after this season, I might have to up the ability to catch, because there's a lot of dropped passes that are just be kind of fun. Was he trying to move up with the ball? Yes, he did. After this play, let me see if I can get the replay up there. And Clay Newman with a 1-yard catch. 4th and 5. Let's see if we can see that that dumb as hell return. Here we go. No replay. Oh, boo. Sorry.
Boo.
You have to just rewind the stream. It's fine. We'll do it later. Go to YouTube and find it. Ooh, I'm gonna have to find out. I want to find out what that college football podcast recommendation you had was. I'm gonna give it a listen.
It's Shut Down Fullcast.
Okay, who does it?
On the SB. It's the guys from SB Nation, Spencer Hall, their lead editor, Jason Kirk, who does all their college football stuff,
Nice.
and Ryan Nanny.
Okay, good stuff, fun stuff.
It's fun stuff. Like, they really know their shit about college football, but they do not take it seriously at all.
Good, because it shouldn't be. It's fucking fun. Oh, what a catch! And stays on his feet and draws a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask. Everybody take a drink. 5 seconds to go in the first half.
What you drink for the second half of this doubleheader?
Still first down.
So I threw up the carbonated vial and recarbonated it. And so I'm just taking hits off that now. It's a little tough.
I went to the bathroom, took the top off the toilet.
What a catch! Juan Evans
John
lays
the
out in the
big
end zone.
old-
Touchdown, Hootenannies.
I upper decker water. Yeah, just went right into the top deck of the toilet.
Was it your upper decker?
Well, no upper decker had been committed. That's lunatic. But it's the water from the upper decker part of the
Okay,
toilet.
that's really deceiving, because it implies that someone did an upper decker, and then you skipped the water out from it.
Did somebody just dump
no.
a bunch of, like,
So
very
toilet tank
worthless...
water.
A bunch of useless upper deck playing cards?
That too.
I mean, it was leading to the thing I or someone else took a dump in it, and I just took the poopy water.
Well, Hootenannies came from behind to tie this game up with an impressive end of the first half. They're tied with You Need a Clown, 17 apiece. South Tucson Youth Football is sponsored by Nissan for some reason. Why they're giving us money? Be sure to test drive the all-new 2017 Laugh Finder. It comfortably seats 8. Uncomfortably gives us money to have us make fun of them on a stream. And of course, South Tucson Youth Football is proud, as we'd like to give special thanks to some of our local sponsors, without which this league could not be possible. Like Danish Lou's Chutney House. You ever have a Danish man make things that aren't Danish for you? Let me just tell you right now, you let him. Because he's big, he's burly, he's covered in hair. And not even sure his name is Lou, but he sure is Danish, even though he sounds like he's from Eastern Europe.
Danish. You will make
Albanian.
He'll make chutney for you, and you'll kind of question it, but
You don't want to
you'll eat
say
it.
it to his face, though.
No, he'll just tell you it's chutney is better. It's better. That's Danish Lou's Chutney House. Also, don't mention the war. I'm not sure which one, so just better not mention any of them. It's probably the safest bet. He gets kind of weird flashbacks and then starts to get murdery. He once punched Shifty Lou's owner, Shifty Lou himself, by for having the name Lou. Yeah, he punched him once. So that's not good. Anyway, we're back to action. Get well soon, Lou. We're back to action. And you need a clown starting things off in a hot and heavy way. 13 yards up the left side for Morris Romero.
That makes it 1st and 10.
That's right. Boston College is going to a bowl game.
That's amazing.
It's not a very good one, but they're still going.
That's how? Morris Romero is taken off to the races.
He's
Brought
two.
down after 23 yards.
Well, when you rack up the wins against the likes of Massachusetts, Wagner, and Buffalo.
Now, Wagner, Buffalo, and UMass.
Yes!
They beat fellow bowl team Wake Forest in the final game of the year to make themselves bowl eligible. Big win for them on the road. Road win. Road win.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards.
Oh gosh, this is just an ugly, ugly, ugly team. They won 2 games in conference. They beat Connecticut, Buffalo, Wagner, and UMass. Their biggest win of the year was against NC State.
Obadiah Barrett with the tackle, trying to keep fucking Lou Rawls from getting in the end zone. Loss of 1 on that one. And you need a clowner back outside of the red zone. They're on the other side of the 20.
BC versus Temple is such an unfair matchup. BC's gonna get destroyed.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Temple just beat the tits off of Navy. They're gonna run all over fucking BC. Although they did lose to Army at the beginning of the year, which is really amazing. I didn't know Army still had a football team.
Really?
No,
they
really
play Arby's.
They're also in a bowl game against North Texas in the Heart of Dallas Bowl.
Oh God, are they playing for a Heart of Dallas?
No, they're deep in the heart of Dallas.
You need a clown now in the 5. Morris Romero up the middle, touchdown. You need a clown. And these fans are not down with the clown. These Hootenanny fans are a little concerned. They have not made a significant stop really yet.
The extra point attempt is good.
Our hats are oversized and Von Erichs die deep in the heart of Dallas.
No, you're clapping at the wrong time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The claps before it.
I actually thought of that. All right, I gave it a little bit of thought. I planned it and screwed up the clap.
Ah.
Okay, let's see. Army beat Temple, Rice, UTEP, Lafayette, Wake Forest, and Morgan State.
That's a big sack for Roddy Hutchinson. Loss of 7.
They still
That's
get
a
to play
big
Navy.
kid. It just drove that kid into the ground. That young child just got slanted to the ground. He'll be muttering the alphabet in a strange way for a while, possibly speaking in tongues. Hutchinson dropping back, still going though. Gets a pass up the middle. Back to 3rd and 10. Ray Darius Oakland coming through for Hootenannies once more.
Navy is in the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas.
Nice catch by Juan Evans for 9 yards. It's 4th and 1. Do you go for it? It's on the 45-yard line. Looks like they are going to punt. I don't know how I feel about this decision. Hootenannies, they could just hand it off to the running back, get over that 1st down marker, but they are not going to. They're going to punt it. It's a booming punt all the way back to the 23-yard line. Returned with a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask.
And a face mask is going to bring this up into a very nice field position for You Need a Clown, who can just get this game away from Hootenannies. Torian Bernard with the penalty. And the Clowns will start this off on their own 42, 43 actually, yard line. There's the handoff. Cuts in, Lucas Wood gets 5 to start things off. Clock continues to run. 2:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Both teams 2-1, looking to get things started in a positive way for the CSC, the Child Services Conference, which is based on the non-conference play, got a ranking of second overall ranked conference. Pretty darn good. Actually, the best conference this.
Trust us, it's a lot better than the SEC.
Oh, the top conference based on non-conference. We got the top ranked conference this year as the Gluttony League. Home of teams like Pablo's Roadside Tacos, the Binging Texan, Del Grango's, Creamy Surprise are 3-1 right now. Flappy Pappies are 3-1. Like a lot of good teams coming out of the Gluttony League this year, this season.
What's your team, RJ?
Mine, in which series?
in the actual series that exists in real life.
Oh well, clearly Abigail Mays.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna lie. I'm big on Abigail Mays, but in the real life of collegiate football, I am actually. Geez, in terms of the playoff, gosh.
Not the playoff, just like in terms of like in general, for the regular season.
University of North Alabama Lions, who are headed to the D2 semifinals next week.
Ooh,
let me rephrase. It's an FBS team.
God damn it.
God damn it.
3rd and 2, good stop.
No, you pull for one. You don't just pull for North Alabama. That would make you insane.
I know it would, because we haven't really won anything in the last 20 years, despite all the potential in the world that we should have. I mean, we had
first down.
We had Janoris Jenkins in our secondary one year. We still couldn't win shit.
Holy shit! You had Janoris. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's because Janoris Jenkins got kicked off of whatever deep FBS team he was on, and this was really the only team. And I believe he fathered like 12 children in Florida. It's fine.
And some of them grew up to play for North Alabama.
I hope so.
Clay Newman with the tackle there. You Need a Clown got a first down. 2nd and 6 right now. They're on the 11-yard line.
Are you a Tennessee fan, or are you?
I love just seeing Tennessee just wring their hands, get their hopes up, and then just have them crushed.
Okay,
I've got a soft spot.
Auburn then.
Gosh, I've got a soft spot for Clemson. In all honesty.
Yay.
I gotta say, okay, here's the question, and I'm gonna ask. So obviously, I'm gonna disqualify any team that is largely the rival of your team. So will that keep that in mind? As a Clemson fan, what is the team whose sad fans are the most fun to see? I think for me, it's Georgia.
Georgia.
Like, I have nothing against Georgia. They just have the best screen caps of sad fans.
Well, I mean, hang on.
Because I know you're gonna be like, oh, South Carolina, but that's like because it's
no,
a rivalry.
No, I'm not gonna say South Carolina. They're sad all the time.
True.
It has to be a treat.
Michigan, Ohio State. I like the answers in the chat so far. By the way, You Need a Clown getting the field goal. 4:44 to go in this game. Hootenanny's getting the ball back. Down 10. The misery of Ohio State fans fuels my soul. I think we'll just hate Ohio State, and that's okay. I'm good with that. Virginia fan can't believe it. I have to click this. I have to. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I wish it wasn't against Notre Dame, though. That's the best. Also, I can't take credit for this.
Don't let this distract you from the fact that Notre Dame was 4-8.
This year, oh God, oh, the sad Tennessee couple. Oh, that is the stuff of legends.
Yeah, I think
from this year.
Just for those.
You can't convince me, by the way, that the person on the left is not the person on the right in drag.
Yeah.
God.
Somehow.
I think they're both men.
Hey, remember when Tennessee beat Georgia on a last-second Hail Mary?
Yes.
Gonna go to win the SEC East, and then they lost a fucking Vanderbilt.
I like that. No, I like that Tennessee Georgia game this year because it just had emotion on every account, and it ended up with sad Georgia fans. But you got the enjoyment of sad Tennessee fans, and then still got the enjoyment of sad Georgia fans.
It was the best game of the year.
Oh, such an amazing, like,
by far,
just the best.
I was laughing so hard. I went from fuck you Tennessee to fuck you Georgia in like 2 minutes.
And you did not care either way. It's like, this is
I didn't
brilliant.
care. I was just like, yes, everybody's sad.
You shortened that. So many lives that were in that stadium were shortened that day.
Imagine leaving that game early though.
Yeah, right? You know people did.
Who would you put in like the top 4 for like a toilet bowl playoff? Just like all the worst FBS teams. It has to be like some combination of Kansas.
Oh, Kansas, yeah. I mean, I actually don't. I can't even tell you who some of the.
I don't know. Texas did lose to Kansas. Like that was the thing that happened.
I don't even know who the terrible teams were this year. Like, I mean, Syracuse is terrible.
Oh, Rutgers was
Wretched. Rutgers was like losing by like 80 to teams this year.
They lost to Michigan 78-0.
That's what it was, yeah. Kansas, and Rutgers. I like that Great White Hope is saying that because that means that there is totally not a huge delay. I assume Great White Hope is watching us on Twitch because I always assume Twitch's delay is way longer than it is. Unless he's watching us on Hitbox. I have no idea. I'm just chatting in Twitch.
I'm looking at one ranking of 1 through 128, the worst team, the best to worst. The worst team ranked by this one group was Eastern Michigan, and they're going to a bowl game this year. So good for
Lord.
Eastern Michigan.
I forgot that Missouri had a team this year.
They're going to the fucking Bahamas Bowl.
Who is?
That's got to be the best.
Eastern Michigan?
Michigan for the entire year they get to go to the Bahamas, all expenses paid. Even if you do have to play football for a criminally no amount of money.
You get paid in Popeye's chicken, and that's as good as money.
You're probably going to hear this well after you saw it, but we got a Discord chat as well, since always seeing new faces. The Discord chat is not always tables, chairs, and linens. Damn it.
My favorite pay-per-view.
That's the fucking best. We got a Discord chat that we kind of all hang out in. That's obviously where the audio comes from. We hang out in there every once in a while. It's a cool place to be, especially since we stream to both Hitbox and Twitch, and a lot of people tend to chat in Twitch. I know some people, if they like the lack of delay, they go to Hitbox for the video. But I don't know if I got a feeling that like Twitch's video delay is much better lately because people are responding to stuff we're saying way quicker. Oh my God, we're getting like so many good sad fan photos. I love this stuff. This is great. Michigan girl sad face. I think I know this one. Oh my God, that's the best. And like that, there's still so much time left in that game. And Indiana ends up winning that one, don't they? Foster's Farm Bowl, Indiana versus Utah. Well, Union and Clown are just running away with this one. 10-point lead. They're inside the 5, minute and a half, running down the clock. I mean, they can basically ice this one. It might already been iced. Yeah, I've noticed that Twitch has really upped their game, and Hitbox kind of went down a little bit in quality. Lucas Woods just going to hand that one off. They're going to hand that off to Lucas Wood. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Union and Clown. They're doubling up Hootenannys right now.
Put this one to bed.
Wow, that's an outstanding. I love that image. I'm also so very sorry you're a Browns fan.
Browns.
Ah, we got another follower to the YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you. As always, the all the streams get put up to the YouTube channel, so you can watch these games if you haven't already. If you're already watching on YouTube, thank you. There's a strong like contingent of folks who I guess either they're in a different part of the country or they don't get a chance to watch when we're streaming. That they're watching on YouTube, like they catch every one. So people are just commenting on every one, and love you guys for that. I'm so happy. Also, after the weeks are over, there's a little highlight package video that goes up there. It features all the scores. So if your favorite team is playing and you don't see it on here, there might be some highlights. There might just be a score. But there's also a community bulletin board from South Tucson. I am so proud of some of our fans who get the joke immediately when I make a really weird joke. The hominy issue is still going on in South Tucson, but nonetheless, people still give. And I'm so glad that someone figured out the joke almost like immediately. I was very happy with that. Nice catch by Juan Evans. First down, 12 yards on the catch. 63 yards off 4 catches from Quan Evans. Good stat line for Roddy Hutchinson on the losing effort. 16 for 23, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hutchinson gets in the way of his own running back. Oh, is that brought down? 38-yard catch. Quan Evans just short of the goal line. What a huge...
Well, they may be taking this loss, but Hootenanny's is playing with pride.
They are. They're playing to the final whistle. They're going to spike that football. 2nd and goal. They ain't done yet. 46 seconds. They're going to put up a fight for all 20 minutes of this game. It's weird to say because it's 5-minute quarters, because good lord, these games would be forever if it wasn't. Hanging on to that one. A lot of time for Hutchinson. Oh, overthrows it to the back of the end zone. And, of course, Paul Finequad's show is next. He'll be taking your calls from so many angry parents who are going to be... there's just been a trend on the call-in shows, and Paul Finequad has not been escaping this either. Parents have been calling in. That's a great touchdown. Lucas Tidwell, 2-yard catch. Not to be confused with Ricky Tidwell or Doris Tidwell. I love that there's a Tidwell somewhere on this game. I did not make that up. That's great. Hootenanny is going to try to play for some pride here. They're going to close this game to about 10 points. Holy hell, I said that binging Texan were a 4-point dog, and they won by 4. That's weird. I should have got it the other way around, huh? Hot damn. I should be doing this thing for a living. And Hootenanny's going for the onside kick. Will they recover it? No, they will not. You need a clown just falling. I don't even think it went 10 yards. There might be a flag on that one. Nope. Lester Mason going to fall on it. No gain. Game is basically over right now. Hootenanny's going to fall to 2-2. But it's going to be You Need a Clown, improving to 3-1. The defending champs looking to take it to the CSC. And that's a big first win. You Need a Clown are going to take hold of the official uniform of Michael Jordan, the guy who works at Subway and tends to go a little heavy on the mayo. And you can see what it means to these kids. The game is over. That is it from us. It is 34-24, the final score. You Need a Clown with the win. Gentlemen, your thoughts on that game? Look, as the player of the game, Morris Romero. 69 throwing yards, but rushed for over 144. Holy hell.
It was looking real close, but credit to You Need a Clown for just knuckling down and pulling away in the second half of this ball game.
Yep, those clowns absolutely went knuckle deep indeed, and improved to 3-1. More importantly, 1-0 in conference. And the defending champions are not going to lie down and let any of these teams think that they can kind of rest on their laurels. So, great showing from Hootenannies. I think we're still gonna see a lot from them as the season progresses. They just ran into a really tough team in the defending champs. Not a great way to open up your conference play. So, gentlemen, that's gonna be it for us. Our next game, whenever we're gonna stream, I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow night or what, but our next game, one of our 2 next games will be Kathy's Country Cookin' versus Diddler's Family Restaurant in Gluttony League action. And we're also going to have another game. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. It's going to be one of the other games. It's either going to be Autopsies by Candace versus Pawn Shop of the Nazarene, Crashstone Trampoline Experience versus Moist Adventures, or Welders of the Universe versus Horse Pussy Saloon. Not sure which one it's going to be. We'll tell you at some point. Or just check it out and watch. I mean, I don't think really. We'll figure it out. So that's going to be it for us. Gentlemen, anything else you have to say?
No. Good.
Notre Dame is 4-8.
They are.
Notre Dame is 4-8.
And also the Warriors gave up a 3-1 lead, and so did the Cleveland Indians. All right, that's going to be it for us. Thank you for joining us, as always. It's been a pleasure. If you haven't already, we got links below. We threw a Discord link in the chat at some point. I'm going to see if I can pop it in here again in case you haven't joined our Discord. If you're watching on YouTube and you want a Discord link, just tweet at me, IRMstream. And we'll see you next time. Good night. Well, good afternoon from South Tucson.
Enjoy your tables, your linens, and your chairs, and others.